I am getting new headphones after this marathon, I think.
I likely also have to get new headphones, but that's a topic for another day because I see we are live on stream. I will also assume people can hear us, so this party should probably get started.
Likely.
Yeah, just waiting for chat to react. And not to how my name is pronounced, but about do they actually hear my pronunciation on stream. Come on now. Anyone? I know it's dead hours, but okay, thanks Ever. So with that being said, I can just start the run and probably fumble the first levels and we will explain stuff as we go. Okay, I guess I will count down, so let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Yay, my splits are set for some of worst. That's a good idea. Okay, so, yeah, Katie?
Moral boost. Anyway, welcome to Shining Stars 4, another dimensional incident.
Yeah, the real Shining Stars 4, not to be confused with that elephant hack.
This one will have no Kaizo towers. Although it is Kaizo.
I mean, depends.
Well,
I have never hit an invisible wall there, so of course the marathon counter already. That's funny. How about you, King Toast? Have you ever hit an invisible wall in Shining Stars 4? Or at least I guess the overworld?
a couple.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, I have a little bit of experience playing this game.
Yeah, legends say, and by legends I mean the text box at the end of the game, that you were a beta tester for this. I guess as a summary, how much of the development of this game, or the game in early forms, did you get to see?
Yeah, this game used to be actually harder in the earlier versions. And even harder before that in the dev,
oh boy, in the even older versions, I'm playing like a jackass once again. No surprise. Toho 18 music? Well, yeah, it is like 2025 by now, so I suppose Produce and Pi would be first on the case to use like a new Toho music. Okay, and I am apparently showcasing this really cool feature where if you die in this level to the quicksand, you only lose 1 HP because it's a 2D level and it's like a grueling thing to lose immediately to that.
Yeah.
Okay, 115 or 113 in this case, but that's one of the worst possible Koopa races. You can easily get like 105 or close to 1 minute. From even my experience. Who knows, if you really grind max this race, maybe even faster, but that doesn't matter, now we just wait for Koopa. The classic.
This Koopa race isn't super tight.
Yeah, that's the thing, but I'm more thinking of, hey, it's gonna be slightly faster if the Koopa moves faster, if I finish faster. That's like the only thing every time, because other than that, this level is sort of an auto-scroller. Well, Sun's movement on the walls and stuff like that. So that's star number 2, and yeah, you might have noticed that except for the Toad Star, this took a long while and it was a pretty linear level. That's the recipe for Shining Stars 4. So yeah, we are not gonna get very many stars very quickly, except for like one level in the start of the game. But for now, Stormy Sky Garden. A level which drains my soul.
A mix between Stormy Skyway and I forgot the name. I think something about Spring Garden.
Spring Sky Garden. So yeah, it is a like a direct name mashup in this case.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the OG Shining Stars one didn't exactly have the same name for Spring Sky Garden, so fair enough to forget it. Or at least I don't remember the OG name. Oh, I'm a good cycle for the blue coins. Thank God, because I've been completely losing it recently with blue coins. Motion? I guess. Unless that's an elaborate way for Agua to tell me to like boost my own mic volume, hopefully not. welcome to Electric 4. It's a pretty cool one. It also has like some funny bugs, I think. Because I'm not sure how much of its behavior it's intended, but basically sometimes if you land in a specific way that I'm not 100% sure about, and hold the A button, you can just like kind of jump out of it immediately. You still take like 2 damage, like for any electrocution from that floor. But like also, you don't get stunned as you usually do. So yeah, other than that, just a bunch of clouds, which just about checks out for Stormy Skyway. And I mean, the Stormy Skyway influence is obvious if you have checked out Pi's YouTube and know that the original intended name for this level is Stormy Air Skyway. Which, very great, if I have to say.
I believe this used to just be called Stormier Skyway in...
Yeah, exactly.
You know, in pre-release. Because that was the... If you don't know, this is sort of a revival of Shining Stars 1.5, the Dim Stars, which are supposed to be a Kaizo version of stages from Shining Stars 1, 2, and 3. That was thankfully scrapped.
Wait,
we got a good hag
say
instead.
That? I thought you're a pretty great fan of Dim Stars.
I do, but like, let's be honest, I don't think too many people would have loved a Shining Stars Kaizo.
Yeah,
at least at the time.
Yeah, and I mean, even this churned some waters because some of the more casual players were not very excited when they found out that this basically steps into light Kaizo territory. So imagine with a full Kaizo what would happen.
Yeah.
And now this. I mean, I just have like a bad taste from FM and how I got utterly destroyed on this level there. And looks like it's about to happen today, so damn it.
So yeah, this is the Star Temple from Shining Stars 1, repainted. But I mean, I don't need to say repainted every time. I think it's pretty obvious that this is going to be based on the original Shining Stars 1.
I mean, I think Pi said that actually this is like based on the original model, which of course Repainted took and like did stuff on, but basically his implication was that this is pretty close to the OG as well.
No, this was one of the place change levels from 1 to Repainted, and from that to 4. So yeah, you might notice we got a timer in this level.
Spooky. So what about the timer?
Basically, you gotta go get a little star. Not the actual star, but a mini star that counts as a secret.
Yeah, it's a secret.
And you gotta get it fast enough, otherwise you die.
Yeah, and we're gonna test the limit here because, yeah, I'm getting hit by slight lag hiccups again. I don't think I will really call them spikes, but like, the game just throws me off every now and then. So you can just do a skip like this. You can also go the normal way around, and you can also fall off and die, which turns out to be about as fast as, like, returning in the fastest parkour way possible by backtracking. From at least my own timing, of course. Feel free to, you know, play this game yourself, time stuff, speedrun it, whatever. Getting discorded as usual? Yep, it's been that way all week. 2 weeks even. Now right into more bangers, because it's Firefall Creek, and it's one of the very few levels in the game which just have a very open structure while also having 10 secrets for you to collect around the entire level.
I think it's pretty cool. This level is based on Piranha Plant Creek from Shining Stars 2. And the name and theme of this level is ripped straight from, again, Shining Stars 1.5.
Right. Yeah, thank you for being here, especially for that part, because all the Dim Stars references I don't even know about them. It's not like I've really tried to play that rollback, you know?
Yeah, that's not really that you should try to play that.
Yes, it's
very... The one version that does exist out there is very, very broken.
and it's not getting finished for obvious reasons. Yeah, maybe Reslim is right. Maybe Discord is like on high priority, which I'm pretty sure I have never set it to, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of those predatory Discord things where they just make themselves more important than they should be.
But Discord likes to do that sometimes.
Exactly, it's like every single piece of good software out there, like Windows and also, okay, whatever, this is not a software sounding stream. Tune into my own stream for that someday, whenever I stream. I'm kind of in one of my periods where I don't really try too hard currently. So yeah, I'm taking a mostly circular path through the level to like get the secrets in a sensible way that doesn't do too much backtracking and knotting through the same paths. And that brings us here to the blue coins. I thought for a second I'm gonna, you know, I can get it without getting hit by the snuffin this time, but not today, not today.
Hopefully the switch does respawn every time you fail.
Okay, and speaking of failing, I'm failing so much that I'm just gonna like kill this guy so we can get over with this. And I've got 100 coins! That spawns a power star! It's actually two unrelated events because we don't have coin stars in this game, we only have the blue coin thingies. How much of percent of Shining Star stories remakes and such? How much is new? Almost all of it is remakes, maybe even all of it, but like every once in a while you will see some stuff which you really cannot figure out, you know, where is this remake from, but usually it ends up being a remake anyway. For example, like, we'll see some cameos from Phenomena and Serene Fusion. Even Mushie64, I think, too?
Yeah. You got a little bit of everything.
Yo, Katze, thanks for carrying SRM for day 4. Also, shoutouts to these flowers on the ground at the start of the level. A reference to Geoguessr yesterday, the blue coins from Repainted. GG King Toad on recognizing that one successfully.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
It wasn't my round, but...
nice edge grind, that one's for the fans, of course. And speaking about the fans, for anyone who wants to play this game, this level tries to serve as a tutorial level about, you know, the white Kaizo / Kaizo gimmicks that it might demand from you. I mean, if you try to get Toad in the overworld as the first star, you should already know how to do an arch roll kick, but if you don't, I guess this level kind of like demands the same from you, so you're prepared. Especially with this star. Because of the tutorial purpose of this level, this is also like the only one in the game that has 5 stars, except for final boss, but we'll get there eventually.
It is also kind of unlikely that you find this level first, as, you know, 1-4, 1-3, and Vanish Gap are all kind of closer to the spawning point. I mean, but you know.
Yeah, that's
that
the thing.
aside.
Like, most of this hacking is extremely linear, and we'll discuss the implications of that by the end of Overworld 2, by like 20-ish stars. But this level is like the first Overworld is not where you will notice it, because there's so many levels available immediately. But once you visit all the levels, the game will kind of push you into, okay, you've had your free trial, now get all the stars if you want to continue. It's time to man up on the skills.
Yeah, there's a lot of get all the stars syndrome. I don't know. I was gonna say something else that probably would have sounded better, but I forgot.
Fair enough. Happens to me more often than I would like to admit as well. Okay, so today we are not getting a 250 or was it 236 coin star? It's only the 97 coin star for getting those blue coins. Yeah, it's not often that you see a game like track your coin count, but also have a coin star that's not related to hundreds. So like fewer coins is technically better. And now that yep.
Not that the coin count really matters in this hack. We're not gonna see result screen.
Yeah, it's just that it's funny how it basically inversely shows how well you're doing. You know, more coins means you failed more times. Okay, can I get the secret before I get the star now? Might as well then. Alright, so that was the tutorial for arch wall kicks. Yeah, I don't think it's crossovers here, no. I kind of always mix them up because it's well defined what each type of wall kick is, but I'm just like, okay, like, what applies to what? When do you cross a wall and when do you, like, cross a wall upwards?
Yeah, it's a bit fuzzy.
Shoutouts to Kaizute. Now we get the text box telling us you've got like 12-dimensional stars, 13 even in my case thanks to like the old stuff. And that's very good because it means I've got all of the stars available up to this point in this overworld, which means we can go stick ourselves in the basement.
Yeah.
You know, the preferred place by Rokac players. Now
Midnight Bayside, based on is it Sunrise Bayside? I think that's the name from Shining Stars 2.
Yeah, that's definitely the name. Oh, nice flame dodge.
Yeah. Instead of nice water that you get stuck in sometimes, now you have deadly water that you get stuck in sometimes. And goal of the level here is to kill all the Chuckies.
Yeah, all 5 of them, so observant people might be able to say, wait a minute, that's like getting 5 secrets. And I mean, technically true, but I'm pretty sure Pice Code must be checking if there's no Chuckies remaining in the level. So technically, it could be 100 Chuckies, but 5 is good. 5 is definitely good.
100 Chuckies versus 1 gorilla.
That's a good idea. Shall we test that out? We only need someone to make like Mario as a gorilla. I don't know why I stopped moving there. Anyway, details. So yeah, a bunch of those platforms like bamboo slides, and then these platforms probably made of the same material but looking, you know, more structurally solid. Now a little
it's very fun trying to walk kick off this bamboo.
Yeah, exactly. As this skip shows, because like I don't like the bottom platforms, but at least going on them makes sense, because to do the wall kick I just did, you need to go more to the right than the visual suggests.
The blue coin switch used to be much harder. The blue coins and the switch itself were much harder positions.
Yeah.
But it was nerfed in an update.
Shout out so the beta testing to make sure that, you know, the full version of the game and the final version, you know, has people enjoying it with difficulty, but not too much difficulty.
No, I mean, it was kind of bad on the release version. It was nerfed eventually.
Yeah, to be honest, I have only played this on 1.3 because I've waited long enough, you know, after release, and by then, luckily also the alleged lags in the autumn level were also fixed, which is good because I never experienced those. And it would probably be miserable if I did.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm surprised because I never encountered any lags. And so, like, you know...
To be honest, that might be the monkey ball curling, because other than that you have like one of the most volatile and potato setups in the community, so it's like...
Yeah, that's why I was surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe it's just, you know, the universe being like funny and deciding you've suffered enough, this time everyone else is gonna have problems. Which, if you feel...
so...
Yeah. Precipice.
Sky High Precipice, I think they're... Sky High Perilous Precipice, I forget the name. It's
sure
either one of the two from Shining Stars
Perilous
3.
was the original one, and yeah, there's no need to reuse the name verbatim afterwards. After Shining Stars 2. Also,
so now instead of
like,
Janky Collision...
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm a bad. Instead of Janky Collision, now we just have a bunch of platforms that disappear.
Yes, I was trying to say Shining Stars 2, but also Shining Stars 3, because really, I hope that any of the platforms in the level was safe ground. Yep, one of them was... Where is that in the level? I think like halfway?
Yeah.
No, more than halfway. Okay, that's very good because...
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I'm overzealous against the Thwomp because I don't want to be like Thwomped, Stomped, Collisioned or something like that, and because of it I stood on a steep slope and then met my demise at the very end.
Those platforms used to fall, by the way, instead of shrinking.
What? Yeah, that's why.
And they wouldn't reappear either. That was like a big problem.
Okay, that's just a fucking meme in 2025. Like, we have respawning shells, and that's considered quality of life that people want to see in Earl hacks. Like, not to mention Kaze objects. Okay, now we have Thwomp upwards momentum, one of my favorite things ever. Also, like, yeah, don't try to side flip on Thwomps, don't try to jump on Thwomps when they are going up. I almost failed the timer because of it. It's so funny.
There was a little skip there. Usually you're meant to do another kind of lap around the slow tower here, but yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, chat could call me out about, you know, complaining about the skip because technically you're not doing intended, so it's your fault. But also we're supposed to run this fast. So, yeah. So yeah, this drop, it's just a tough parkour challenge, or, well, yeah, platforming challenge in general. I don't know why I call everything parkour. Yes, I just like the sound of it. Or it probably just reminds me of TikTok Walk, my favorite level from Vanilla. For at this point, obvious reasons. After the previous sentences. Yeah, like, I'm not the best Mario player, but I do like a good Mario move. So it has a whole lot of that, and it also has a whole lot of wall kicks. Also, welcome back to our beloved friend, which we discussed just a minute ago. That Thwomp. Well, it's probably not the same Thwomp, but yeah, family and everything.
So yeah, Dust Drop. Originally, the concept of this level was that it was going to be Dust Drain, but upside down.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Overuse drop detected? Jesus.
Well, that's what it was in Shining Stars 1.5, and I believe Pi wanted to do the same at first, but then he decided, you know, wow, maybe making an actual level is better.
Yeah.
So he did that.
I shouldn't try to sideflip here because, as you can see, the pipes are, you know, pipe-shaped. They're not flat ground. Why am I not doing the wall kick? Because I'm stupid. Mainly because, like, I'm kind of not a fan of 45-degree wall kicks, even though they are completely fine, they completely work here. But an electrifying drop, I'm trying so hard to think of a joke that also ties to the name of the level being Dust Drop, but nothing is really coming up.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the jokes for better runs in better times of the day, I suppose.
And now it is time for Blasphemy.
Yeah, I got word from Pi himself that this is approved for some reason. He was just like, okay, this time we can have one Skeeter massacre. It almost feels as bad as saying you're out one racism. Alright. I've seen better dust drops and worse dust drops, so good.
Wing Cap activated.
Yeah, to be honest, technically I should be getting the wing cap after 2-2, but put that potato. Speaking of 2-2, okay, so what's up with this level? Well, it takes 4 minutes if you play it without mistakes, and if I die anywhere, yeah, obviously it's gonna be more than 4 minutes, so here's to hoping. And of course there's an ambushing Scuttlebuck after the Thwomp platform, classic.
This is based on Stormy Sky City from Shining Stars 2, except, you know, not a lot of ground anymore.
Yeah, it's like unrecognizable. Honestly, I didn't even like try to think to this day where is this from, because it almost seems like an original level. I'm just now realizing that I didn't even think what this should be a reference to.
I mean, those little warp portals are supposed to be Toho. I don't know what the actual level itself is supposed to be a reference to.
Nah, he just wanted to add Toho, I'm absolutely sure of it.
Probably.
I mean, if you're squinting hard enough, I think he used the portals in, like, the Serene Fusion level. But, well... Yeah, by then we are stretching the definition of a reference and we are expanding what the Shining Stars multiverse.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, for anyone caring about the war in the chat, which I'm sure that there will be such people, even though it's like it's Mario roll hacks, what do you expect? Yeah, I suppose like this roll hack ties together every single Pi entry in major roll hacks as canon, luckily not Bowser's Down Graves.
Mostly Shining Stars and other couple collabs has been part of.
Yeah. And Slide 64, which is like, some would probably argue it's a Shining Stars game.
I mean, it does have Shining Stars lore in it. I believe it was meant to be considered as part of the lore somewhat, but yeah. I wouldn't blame anyone for thinking it's something else.
I think it's something else because it shouldn't be Shining Stars. Maybe one of the reasons is because I'm pedantic about the, you know, the title. No Shining Stars in the title, no Shining Stars in the universe. But on the other hand, it's just a bunch of slides as far as I'm aware. Well, there's probably like other stuff like a boss and whatnot. Like it's not literally 48 slides. 24 slides with 2 stars each, but yeah. I'm having a bad time with specifically the chains today, and hopefully that doesn't go to a bad end. Because I'm not even sure. Oh, I mean, I do have to reach the blue coins now if I... That's the wrong way to go without the vanish cap. I guess I'm just getting the secret out of the way early. And yeah, basically with all the, you know, you can die and you can respawn at the cost of 4 HP, the blue coins are basically your saving grace in the level. Like if you get to that section, you are probably pretty safe until you get the blue coins and you have to continue with the level.
I think usually the first blue coin is gonna be close enough to the switch that there's no real risk of dying. And a blue coin is 10 coins for some reason, so...
Wait, what? I never even noticed. Are you sure?
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow.
That might be because there's just 2 blue coins on top of each other, but yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I'm suspecting when you said that. I take it really carefully because you don't know how sucky it is to die this late in the level. Actually, well, if you can imagine a 4 minute time loss, you probably can tell. Yeah.
It's like dying at the end of a real Kaizo Star.
Yeah. So this is legally kind of... Okay, not really. It has too much safe ground for that to be the case. But well... With that being said, we've got chat, you know, having... I don't think it's a hefty debate, just a discussion, but still like a bunch of, hey, this is Toho, this is unknown somewhere, and then I go up saying, still waiting for Flower Ride 64. Yeah, keep waiting, buddy. With that said, it's garden time.
Yeah.
And apparently this is loosely based on that one Serene Fusion level, but also kind of its own thing. Also, what was it? Someone has probably told me. I guess the outer like border of the level has a bit of like that one boss in Shining Stars 3 vibes, like the bully. Was it the first key fight?
That would be the second key fight. I don't really see it, personally.
I suppose it's just like similar textures and similar like dirt terrain or something to that effect. It's just the terrain itself, it's not necessarily, you know, the whole structure. Anyway, the point of this area is we are killing skeeters again.
So it's okay once, twice.
Yeah, it's just like the fool me once, fool me twice saying. By the third time, weird stuff happened, but we are not going to have a third time. That's the last time we kill Skeeters in the game.
Yay.
However...
thankfully, if killing Skeeters isn't your forte, we got Chuckies.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing, and I'm decently certain they're in the same positions. They're just Chuckies now. Now, if unfortunately I'm not playing a cheat percent run like Red Sim to be able to just levitate them, but yeah, press the levitate button the moment I grab a Chuckia, because I think that's like faster than actually waiting for a Chuckia. Trust me, killing these or throwing these to kill them as fast as possible is just Mushie64 has that much delay when you grab a Chuckia because it's a heavy enemy. So we make do with that. So this is honestly the breather part of the run, because next up we are actually going to have our first boss level at last. And then when I go to the third overroad, yeah, it's not gonna be an easy life anymore. So I'm very glad that this exists and at this point of the game. I think that's the last one. And joke's on me? Yeah, I also thought, okay, maybe Chuckies will be like globally rendered, or like rendered regardless of distance. And then I saw this one pop up on screen. Of course. Okay, where's my exit pipe? There it is. Now we are going to get a text box, which reassures us that we have all the stars available in the game so far. And by chance, here's a boss level that spawned just now. It requires 23 stars to spawn, and if you can do the math, yeah, that's 100% of the game before this point,
Apologies.
Yeah, I heard that, but it's fine. Okay, better than my FM run, where I took like a minute just for this. At least there's a recovery card here, so no biggie. So this level might be pretty familiar to people. I think this one is, well, iconic.
Yeah, this is based on first Bowser level from Shining Stars 1.
Yeah, somehow we are due for another reference to that level if I wait. Am I misremembering? I'm trying to remember. Or am I mixing it up with Bowser 3 from Shining Stars 3, because both of them are Wonk gauntlets with multiple sections? Might be that.
Probably that.
Yeah, well, if it's relevant I will, address it again when we get there. Shoutouts to 45-degree wall kicks. These platforms look really far away from each other. That's because they are, but it is within Mario wall kick distance. It's just that powerful. Now it's time for a big skip.
Yeah, we could just ignore the whole inside section of the level here.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's a fitting one, because in Shining Stars 1, you're supposed to do that to get a secret star in the level. So you can break a shell on water in here, not in Shining Stars 1, it's relevant or useful there. You can break the shell here, and have like a couple of frames in the air, not technically in the water, which allow you to walk it. Also, at this point of the Fangame Marathon run last week, Pi said that he wants to update this game still and make some stuff easier, more fair and stuff like that, so if he gets to that, stay tuned, because it would probably be epic. With that said, you can probably try to play this game yourself, like, regardless of that. Like, don't just wait for the update if you haven't played the game yet, because it's very good already as it is. And also, it's definitely not gonna drop the difficulty from hard/light Kaizo to, casual for everyone. So yeah, it should not be your first run hack, but if you have the skills, definitely play it.
I think if you play the other Shining Stars hacks in this series, you should be able to play this one.
Yeah.
Like, it'll take some time, but,
Now a favorite nowadays, boss trope. You're in 2D. You have to deal with some entities which are not restricted to 2D.
The life is unfair.
Alright, so that star was actually the key one. And when you go through this warp, you go into this intermittent section, which actually has the star for the boss fight in the level. Yeah.
Yeah.
With that said, we have officially completed the first 2 overworlds of the game, including the first boss. There's like 3 bosses for 5 overworlds, so yeah, we have enough of those to see, don't worry. Now immediately up next, we can finally open this door, which if you're playing this for the first time, it might be quite, you know, tempting, mocking you, but you're going to have a hard time finding the key because of the, you know, the boss level predicament that I mentioned. The funny thing is that there's a bomb saying that the portal is like unstable and we need more stars to stabilize it. It would have been cool if there's a chance for the boss level to appear with fewer than 23 stars and it becomes 100% when you have them finally. Oh hell yeah! Now can I beat the rest of the level? So yeah, welcome to 3-2, the Summer Sanctuary Slide whatever level. It fucking sucks! Because it's a slide level. So yeah, because it's slide terrain by default instead of normal terrain, you don't get checkpoints like in the previous levels. Previous levels you already saw me die plenty and return to a later part of the level with 4 HP. Not this one because yeah, the terrain just doesn't count. Right, stuff. Okay, so that was the major skip of the level, of the first part of the level. You get down there in like 8 seconds instead of 25 or so. And the lesser skip is what I'm doing right now, because it's like, it's tough take intended and it's really not necessary. Also, land on the proper parts of the slides, because if you land on the sides which are slightly curved, and because this is slide terrain, Mario will immediately go into better slide and your run is over. Shoutouts to Metal Box, because I nerfed the jump and yeah, I mean, thank god. Imagine doing that without the Metal Box. I think it's possible, but it's like Kaizo at that point.
You would have had to do some pretty difficult wall kicks, yeah?
Can this make it? Nope. I could kind of feel it already. Yeah. I guess next time I won't even go for that. I took all possible L's in this level, other than dying at the very end. Yeah, this is unfortunately one of the most grueling levels of the game. And guess what? Later on in the game we get to revisit it. And I'm not looking forward to that. It's probably my most hated B-side. That's a lag moment. Yep. Of course, I'm playing kind of decently in the other levels, so the game decided today is gonna be the day where we show how the Bozo just like fucking sucks at 3-2. He's gonna be destroyed, and he's gonna like it. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, this is a remake from a slide level from Phenomena, and to be honest, I mean, if I can go Slander mode at this point, probably because I'm already angry, I don't fancy too many of the levels in Phenomena, probably half of them at most, but definitely not the Kaizo part, definitely not certain levels in the casual part. Of course, all the Project 74 levels, which includes my own, on which I worked very hard. The slide... yeah, not really. Okay, I'm kind of...
Honestly, it would have been really funny if... would have been really funny if instead of this level, we just had a Kaizo version of... or, well, Kaizo... harder version of Swampy Spring.
I might have taken that, you know, because... last time we had a Kaizo version of Swampy Spring, that was 74 EE version of the level, which
that was
has
kinda
slight
bad.
jumps, but at least there's ground at the bottom. You don't completely die when you take a nail. So you can retire all the stupid crossover wall kicks all the time. Slide Hater plays by Haki, yup. I mean, I'm not playing Slide 64. Now we wait for this one, respectfully.
As we saw yesterday, playing Slide 64 helps Sev win.
Yeah, in the previous show, I'm fine knowing that this is the star display layout for Slide 64, but that's about all the involvement I want to have. Okay, that's a 2-minute time loss. GG.
That was fine.
Yeah, there's many more time saves later in the run because yeah, this game is not the easiest to play. Now, welcome to my favorite level, and it's totally not because of the music. Daily reminder to everyone to go check out Buy and Play Wunistis. It's a nice 3D platformer. Where you have to like pixel style graphics. But I think given the community we're in, that's not really a problem.
So Autumn Ascent, based on both Triplet Peaks and Frozen Glacier from Shining Sword Studio.
Bruh.
Well, again.
Yeah, I shot for the moon there. Okay, so yeah, if you come from below, you have to do a really awkward triple jump. Like, the kind of thing that I know how to do this, but in general, like, how does one come up with something like that? I think I actually have to take the fucking far right. Because, like, usually... L already. Because usually I would do a skip that takes 2 hour bounce straight to the heart over there, but I had 6 HP. No such luck here today. So yeah, shoutouts to the far right, which we get to see here, and from here on out, I will do my best to not engage with it anymore. So yeah.
See, there's your flower ride.
Yeah, far right 64. Yeah, so this is another one of those freeform levels which have like 10 secrets, and it's kind of circular or like kind of... I don't know how you call these stuff, but definitely not linear. So you can just go around the entire level with your preferred route and get on top of it. So Andrew does a completely different route that basically goes in the reverse order around the level, as much as you can talk about reverse order in these conditions. And I've tried to time both, and when not accounting for mistakes, they end up being even. Like, there might be a couple of seconds of difference, but again, these level are like 2.5 minutes long on average, so without the potato is what I claim. And now the, secret I least anticipate in the level. Luckily I was on a good heave-ho cycle. If that guy's chasing you, it's quite scary. And then there's a
I think it used to be below that, like, kind of little bridge connecting the two platforms, and you kind of had to arch over it.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have a hard time imagining it, but at the same time, yeah, wow.
It was made easier, thankfully.
Okay, 3-4, I fucking hate this level, and it has no redeeming qualities. Like, you could probably say for the slide level that at least, like, it's speedrun friendly. If you do it first try, it, like, works out. Okay, that's just me failing spectacularly.
It
but
doesn't
yeah,
help that it's based on, Twin Peaks from Shining Stars 1.
yeah, and I would even go on the limb and say the repainted one, because, like, that one has a distinct, well, level style obviously because it's repainted, but also a flavor for having 6 out of 7 stars gameplay in the level be, collectibles. Or at least not stars out in the open. I guess one of them was like a big boo fight. But yeah, now we are back.
Only 1 star without a condition.
Yeah, even if not accounting for the boo, I think it's still 5 out of 7 clearly collectible stars. Man, okay, maybe I'm calling this a bit too early, but I cannot believe that my fan game marathon run was my practice for this run. And I wasn't even planning to do this run, but hitting an unscheduled block. You're welcome.
Yeah. By the way, fun fact, that like slightly sloped lava part, that used to be quicksand for the longest time. Pi just did not remember to fix that until like right before release.
Yeah. Wait, remembered. So people told him, and he was like, he didn't pay attention for a while. That's funny.
I don't know if he really forgot, or if it was just no case of the CDA.
Yeah, only reliable. I mean, this is fine, because usually if I mess up on the next jump, it's over anyway. Hell yeah, he did 1 wall kick. The amount of times I died there to just missing the wall kick is embarrassing. So, good thing it didn't happen today, because I don't feel like losing 2.5 minutes to, like, basically the easiest jump in the level at that point. Welcome to Aquarius Wiggler. He has a car, so he doesn't care getting stomped by Mario.
Yeah. He's just here for the hell of it.
But I mean, doesn't he get headaches? Like that seems kind of painful anyway.
A little bit. But I mean, he has a car. He'll be fine.
Yeah, of course. Having a car fixes everything. I mean, of course I don't understand because I don't have a car.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I just trust.
The god? If you mean King Toad, yeah, he's definitely here. Because I took damage like that, I suppose I will just, you know, eat myself.
Showcase the electric floor, yeah.
Oh wait, I need to also eat myself from here, but luckily this is quicksand, so it's gonna be easy.
Yeah.
Okay, that leaves us with only one of those 4 seasonal levels, and if you're counting, that's spring.
Yep.
Ideally, we spend as little time as possible on spring because it has a pretty big skip, but this is a bad walking angle, so I will have to abort mission already. It's a finicky thing. Like, I'm not gonna explain all the intricacies, but basically you have to get a walking angle that's, of course, not too little and not too much. And then bonk on the ceiling instead. I'm not sure if King Toad can do a singular wall kick. Hold on.
Now, let's act like I didn't hit 4 firsties twice this marathon already.
Yeah, okay, I could tell this will fail because my last jump was like a late frame, so I lost height on the wall already. But, nice wall kicks, man. So yeah, I think you can see the premise already. I just need to grab that thing on the top left, but it's... yeah, it's a bit tight.
Yeah.
And now with that said and done, welcome to this triple jump, which also skips a couple of jumps. And now, being in this section, given what I said earlier about blue coins, yeah, basically I'm safe for a while. See, I failed there, but I'm gonna lose HP and I'm only gonna have to retire the blue coin switch. And there even is a recovery card here, which is really nice of Pi. One might say it's redundant, but I like it. Honestly, sometimes you don't need things to have a practical purpose, sometimes the feeling that they give is good enough. Oh, you've only seen King Toad do multiple wall kicks. Yeah, that makes more sense.
No, okay. I'll just maybe do one wall kick maybe for Star Revenge 1. Stay tuned for that run. It is going to be probably very scuffed.
Yeah, actually...
most likely.
Yeah, pick your poison because that one will be at like 6 AM European tomorrow. So that's one thing. And also it's gonna be a spectacle, but not because the run itself is gonna blow your mind like a task. So, like, you need to be in a specific vibe to enjoy that run, and if you have work on Monday, you might not care for that, and that would be completely fair. With that said, if you like listen to all the precautions and you're fine with that, by all means watch the run.
I mean, you know, it wasn't gonna be the marathon finale, but for the sake of the blind race, it had to be swapped with SR1.
Yeah, people couldn't turn up to a blind race, SMH. Now we go up. I need to go the other way. So yeah, welcome to the like side level of this overworld. You know, the 2D deal. That's Idle Trial. And the first jump is literally the hardest jump in the level, so I'm just gonna abort mission here. Sometimes you can fail hard enough that you like spawn behind this wall, but you're already behind also the lava clipping plane. And if that happens, you can kind of just wait it out and finish the level, but really slowly. And that's kind of funny, but also this is supposed to be a speedrun. Supposed to. Okay, the fact that I was able to jump off there probably means that I applied like a slope patch, because there was no way that was 5 frames from landing on the slope. Like, usually if you land that low on the slope, you fail because of that dumb Mario 64 mechanic where you cannot immediately jump off of slopes.
So yeah, this is based on titled Township from Shining Stars 3. Probably should have mentioned last level is based on that temple level from Shining Stars 2. I don't remember the name, not that that's really important.
Wasn't it like the desert level, like Searing Desert Suna? Whatever that's supposed to represent.
That probably was the name, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure. Too many references, man. We are big nerds here. Okay, why did I think, with all my knowledge about this game, that jumping off of a thwomp which rises upwards is a good idea? We established this earlier in in the precipice level. You don't do that.
That's Baby's first like knowledge thing about like
For thwomps at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, somehow like I have a PB on this split 159 and like I'm really shitting the bed every single time I've been running against it. Being like much slower than that. To be honest, I did make some medium-sized mistakes in this level, so understandable. Just
Yeah,
have
anyone
mobs
who's
patched.
played.
Well, yeah, but I didn't for this game, so we have to deal with it.
Anyone who's played 74 Extreme Edition up to Bowser 1 knows that thwomps are very bad and stupid.
Yeah, true. To that extent, if you have played Kaizo, this is 101 knowledge. Not necessarily if you're just, you know, playing Mario 64. Now, getting into this level. Banger word, banger word, banger word. All the bangers in the chat, or else?
I'd say this is my favorite song in the game.
Yeah, almost same for me. If credits didn't exist, this would be, you know, birthed by Miles. Jesus.
Credits is up there, definitely.
Yeah, to be honest, credits, it's not the best quality, it just has, like, the credits buff, but yeah, that's a different topic. I fully understand that my opinion is subjective when it comes to credits. I'm not gonna fight anyone over it. A little intermission on the nice music because we have to do this Vanish Cap section, and I keep doing this jump and I keep failing it at least once. Actually, every time it's been exactly once, so yeah, fun. To be honest, the camera is kind of shit, but also I'm not preparing well for that jump. But also the chain has like a really lenient grabbing collision. Okay, let's try that again then.
That ledge doesn't.
That ledge doesn't. Yeah, I should have gone more up, but I'm getting complacent, honestly. In my head canon, the ledge also is lenient, which is not necessarily the case. Anyway, more of this, and I got 45-degree wall kicked. That's funny. And the Skullbuck yeeted himself. That's very funny. To be honest,
So
I'm
yeah, this is
pretty sure this skip doesn't even save that much time. But I'm like, swag! So yeah, your turn, Katie.
so this is based on the Bowser 3 level from Shining Stars Wonder Painted.
I don't even
yeah.
remember what intended is at this point. That's the problem. Okay, yeah, of all things to throw to, this is... No. It's way too early for that. It's way too early. We have the entirety of Overworld 4 and then we have the B-sides. That's not the moment for this.
Wait, hold on, the what sides now? This is a surprise, even though we already talked about this thing in Marathon.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. The Omega sides, Omega 3. Does anyone know the Omega 3 acids?
Hmm.
I've been careful in biology classes, I swear. Yeah, quick change of topic. So anyway, back to the... Really?
It's back to regular
yeah.
scheduled programming.
So, the allegations are that King Toad can only do multiple wall kicks. I think the next in line is that I can only do single wall kicks, as showcased there. Shoutouts to that Snuffit. Surprise, oh yeah, surprise for Jarp, who is probably not watching this one right now and is being like, oh no, I still haven't played Shining Stars 4, this would be spoilers. Well, about time you play it, man. That was probably the best voice I've had ever, and ironically that's because I did a really questionable single jump instead of long jump.
You can see Mushie took note that Mushie, my bad. I need to get used to saying it properly.
Jesus, don't bother with it, guys. Like, that's what I fear. I'm gonna say, hey, it's fine, but like I prefer this, and then everyone's gonna take it like gospel. Like, it's not necessary, okay? So yeah, back to the topic. I did skips, and I'm gonna do even more skips. There's a shell in that box, but we don't need it. There's a kill in this level, but whatever.
Let's
Look
do a
at just
funny little
walking
wall
like
kick.
this. And for some reason these are climbable and fight for that.
I think they used to not be, actually.
Oh hell yeah.
I told him about the skip, he must have made those slopes, not slippery. You know.
Maybe.
It's funny, sometimes I hate speedrunners, sometimes he'd love them. There's not really, like...
Yeah, honestly better than Bro Dude who consistently hates them. Usually I am all for consistency, but well, that there is a different story. Anyway, so this boss fight, there's Bowser with a bunch of cups, so someone has probably called it the scrapyard before, and it would make sense. If not, I just invented that now, so I will take credits, I guess. So yeah, there's that fire in the middle you want to avoid, there's the bullet bills, there's a lot of stuff that you want to be away from, and luckily this is like the Bowser 2 kind of Bowser who can actually teleport around the level, if I remember correctly. So yeah, you can just wait for Bowser to set himself up for the defeat.
Yep.
I mean that
I think that one is the Bowser 1 Bowser, because he
it could be.
does the regular jump forwards instead of the big jump.
Then I don't know. One of the Bowsers definitely teleports, so well, we'll probably see
Probably
later.
is the later one.
Yep.
But yeah, little skip here.
Yeah, now you will see me getting 2 stars in... like getting the same amount of stars in like 15 seconds as opposed to 5 minutes, which is kind of hilarious to think about. There's all those long levels, all that linear like raw platforming and skill you have to display, and then we have overworld stars featuring Toaded Mips.
Normally you have to find a warp to get up there, but you know.
Yeah, we'll
Nothing
get
a
to that
little
warp
block
later,
it
that's the fun
can't
part.
fix.
Like, the warp is also viable, but only one of the 2 times, because, well, it's Mips, so of course Mips has 2 stars for us.
So for probably one of the hardest levels in the game, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I have only one word towards that level, and it is bruh. Okay, it's not that bad, but it's very concise to summarize the situation. So that I don't need to explain all the details, but I mean, to be honest, you can see the details yourselves. Lava and wall kicks, and many of those are on platforms that you cannot just ledge grab, because, you know, that would defeat the purpose of the wall kicks, and we want to experience wall kicks. Okay, every single time I've landed on this cloud, I've never been able to get a roll out. I don't know where the issue is, I genuinely don't know, I just like always land and wait, then, you know, do the deed. Also mirror gimmick, returning from like all the roll hacks that use it, which is, of course are all Pi and Bro Dude hacks.
And Curse Castles.
Oh yeah, fair. Not that I would remember.
But it was earlier this marathon.
Yeah, but... I mean,
That's fine. I don't
Yeah.
blame you for not watching Katse either.
So true. And the irony is, I did watch a little bit, so like, I caught the hyper jump live. But Cursed Castles in general, no man. Like, so, I laughed my ass off when someone asked in chat, you know, which of the castles is the most cursed, and I'm like, okay, how do I respond to this? Because the answer is basically, all of them are the same, they're just like, there. Listen, Katze, well, of course, he might be the most dissed person in the community while also having, like, positive reputation. Shout outs to that Goomba, he's, like, really important to the level progression. I'm only
Listen,
mocking
every
him because he
community-
didn't heal me.
Every community needs a punching bag, and Katse is perfect for that.
Yeah, to be honest, he has been given many opportunities to, you know, sway from that position. Anyway, I just saved 2 minutes there because I didn't die in blatantly stupid ways, so that's awesome. With that said,
Yeah.
Digital Dimension. The level which wins the award for gets surprisingly difficult after I thought it was easy at the beginning in my first runs. That's a pretty long title.
I believe 4A wasn't based on any pre-existing Shinixer's levels. I think that one is completely original. But this isn't. This is based on Mathematical Complex from Shining Stars 3.
Oh my goodness, I can actually go fast there. And yeah, it actually paid off, what the hell? It's been 84 years since I've been able to go fast there. But yeah,
you may also, Star Revenge 3.5 and 3.9 players might notice the beat blocks are here. And they're back for revenge.
Yeah, it's a premonition of, well, we did mention B-sides already, so no need to keep the thing hidden. Like, it's a premonition of the Celeste influence when it comes to Pi and Broadwood hacks. So yeah, if this was Fangame Marathon, I would do the joke that any Celeste fans in the chat, please look at this one, please, I beg you, look at something that's not Celeste. Because this game has a bit of that. But yeah, we are back to SRM now, so everyone is kind of in the same boat regarding that.
Hey, I suppose this isn't just based on Mathematical Complex, it's also based on Disco Space Rave from Shining Stars 3.
Absolutely, because of the square box.
The platforms are pretty much the exact same.
Yeah.
Except, you know, now green is safe, red is not safe.
Yeah, red is quicksand, exact, which is why we're riding the shell. And there was orange in the middle for lava for the metal caps, like bounces.
Yeah. Blue flips, purple spins, orange lava, yeah.
And then there's beatbox.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait a cycle because I don't want to produce an accident at the very end of the level. So yeah, that was Digital Dimension. Went smoothly today. Phew.
I was been so afraid of someone missing that star and going straight into the warp.
Nice now, I'm in the dinghy nearby. I'm not even sure what kind of vessel that is, but yeah, must be related to the joke. The joke of same boat. Okay, MIPS number 2, which is honestly just like a relief star. It's not even a breather because it's just grab the MIPS. Because now we have 4-2 and 4-1, and I'm pretty scared of those, not gonna lie. Okay, 4-2 is fine because I have her out and supposedly I'm not being a dumbass today. We'll get to 4-1 later. But before that, Star Road.
So you guys like Mad Musical Mess?
Yeah. This quite literally just, you know, a mix-up between Pi decided to take his Shining Stars 3 Heavenly Ascent and also give Mad Musical Mess. Sometimes I fail that jump.
I can make one connection between the Shining Stars series and Star Road is because Pi did the port for Mad Musical Mess.
All the way back
for the Mad Musical Mess kind of remix in Star Road Retooled.
Oh,
because right, that's a hack that exists.
Yeah, actually I also forget about Retooled because good intentions, but Star Out is way too damn popular to be okay, not too damn popular to be modernized because it did get modernized, but too popular for the modern one to like replace it. Like update Swoot with 74. Or at least that's my opinion, but maybe that's because I'm a dinosaur. Like, I just like OG Star Road. I'm sorry, like, it does have design choices. If I replay it, I won't like all of it. But it's good, man. And are we getting Retooled on Kaza engine? Jesus Christ. Okay, that was a situation. We should be fine. So yeah,
I think the more the more reasonable connection you can make between Heavenly Ascent and the musical theme is the first slide from slide 64, which is music themed.
Fair enough. Dude, I forget where the second platform is every time. Hell yeah, I got the walking priest. Yeah, the difference between ledge grabbing and not ledge grabbing there is so small. It's kind of unbelievable. Nice lag, but not today, dude. And now with the blue coin section, again, I'm kind of safe for a while, unless I just do really weird stuff with the blue coins, case in point. I mean, I am still safe in the sense that I won't just fail the level if I drop off and lose all the progress so far. It's just that I have to redo this, which, okay, I'll take it. Speaking of falling off the level, don't remove stars or only reds from Retooth? Nah, Pyro likely did stuff like Brodude with the new SM64 where he removes, you know, stuff he doesn't deem fit, which, sure, there are a few in Star Road, but again, a rogue hack is a rogue hack. When you release it, you can't pretend it's a half. I don't know where that came from.
And to be fair, most of the star changes in Retool boil down to removing red coin stars for an extra quirky star, you know?
Yeah.
Which, you know, that kind of makes it very bad for speedruns, because 100 becomes a lot more awkward when you don't have red coins. Also, that is very unfortunate.
So here's how to take a decent run through a level and turn it into a complete disaster in one single jump. Or, well, missed jump, I guess? Because now, because of the save ground gimmick, I need to reclimb the entire level. If I hadn't touched the ground down there, which is why I shouted, I would have returned back up. So that's kind of ironic.
Unfortunately, now we need to go on a second run through.
Second run. It is a second run, I will allow that.
Yeah. Second lap, second rigmarole, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, actually WAP is the actual word for that kind of stuff. I guess when you're not Japanese.
Yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't have been able to tell you what the word is either, so thanks for the reminder. Okay, how do I go now to do the best? Actually, I just get to that platform and then it's for actual kicks. I do need 2 wall kicks. I do need to peek around the platform. I said...
Might want to grab another wing cap, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not supposed to really have wing cap by this point of the route anyway. Like,
I mean, that's fair.
Maybe with this backup, but... Nah. It's fine, TM. I'm gonna take the no cheat here. As usual. Of course, the fire can get to the flat part with the no cheat, so that's just another funny. Why did I go for that?
Oh, hopefully you don't respawn under the womp. Okay.
Yeah, not quite. It was...
Also the thwomp, my bad.
Yeah, we're not gonna... We can definitely squint, or not squint over that, considering that the elephant in the room is me dying on this secret. Finally. I was gonna save time against my PB, but not anymore. And luckily, we're gonna double down on that, because next level is Pitch Black Clock. And yeah,
Be very careful how you say that.
The name is not a joke. It's not entirely pitch black, but it's purposefully like made dim as hell. So if I miss a wall kick, I'm gonna blame it on my monitor, even though it probably won't be the issue.
It's almost like some kind of dim stars.
Uh-oh, reference! I mean, to be honest,
this
better
is,
than they're making the painted version of the level, which is 2D, because we have enough 2D levels already.
But yeah, this would be based on the clock level from Shining Stars 1, I guess, in this case. With a bit of repainted flavor.
Yep.
And, you know, I mean, I said this last SSRM, I'm gonna say it again. This also feels loosely based on SM64 Land 7.4, which was the clock level.
And the eyeball got me. Which is not the worst. Not the worst because we're in blue coins area, but yeah, sometimes eyeball is just in cycle, and he really likes doing that stuff. No scoped. I mean, honestly, I saw a scope personally. Yeah, if the eyeball is targeting me, okay, isn't. It's fine. Everyone stay calm. This is
Panic,
not
panic,
fine.
panic!
Yeah, it's time to panic. Yeah. Yeah, the shitty thing is my PB does probably hasn't died on this level because it also matches gold. Or at least he hasn't like completely exited the level. Yeah, and now that I had a decent run killed by unfortunate circumstances, which is like panic pressing the A button to wall kick and then failing the wall kick because of that. Now I'm going to have a really hard time redoing the level, and that isn't even the skip. Oh boy. Purely 5-1 will go well instead. Yeah, I think I need all the copium I can think.
You should do better than last time at least, really.
Because yeah, basically to bring it up, pretty sure Andrew has the world record because I'm just the inferior of the two runners in this case. But it is pretty contestable, assuming you can play consistently. This game is not the most difficult or the game with the most skips. It has some, but you can deal with them. The real difficulty, thanks, boo, that's very cool. The real difficulty is just in nailing everything consistently, because, like, you don't immediately die when you make a mistake, but you do lose time. Response make you reckless. There's also that, but... yeah, let's face it, I'm just not a top tier runner either way. Yeah, really tight triple jump, which involves certain amounts of straining. That's not even reckless, that's just... like, yeah man, I walk off the platform and... I should probably try to go for it then at this point.
I mean, there is a fire up there.
That was a very questionable set of wall kicks. I don't even remember what happens next.
But the warp just takes you over to that part over there.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, I thought that's the level warp for some reason. Okay. We're gonna salvage this. Or not. Yeah, I feared this. Significant shortage in the skill department. Sadly, this is 72 stars, so if I plan to finish with 72 stars, I have to get every star in the game. Yeah, this is the 100% category, by the way. Any percent?
And wouldn't you have to get every star anyway?
Actually, yeah, I cannot even escape this overworld without every star. And, like, there's only one level left after this, and to me, it's even worse. Okay, that's a lag. Trust. So yeah, for the any percent, even though I don't even think it's relevant given the type of game that this is, it's technically 49 stars from what I found, because that's the amount you need to escape Overworld 4, and then you just go to 5 boss immediately, and in theory don't get any of the stars. Like, you don't need to avoid them, but the minimum number to finish with is 49. I'll get this walking. There we go. So yeah, a double triple jump wall kick with 45 degrees training. And we are out of warps. Okay, the difficult part of the level, because now we have a boss fight to do, but first there's a recovery card, and second, this is the fun part. You need to kill 5 boos to spawn the boo, same as in vanilla. It's just the terrain that is a little bit special.
Yeah, so introducing the warp, or not the warp beds, the
Low
gravity beds.
They affect you while you're over them, which makes for some pretty weird physics, especially later on as we get to 5-1. But yeah, we'll be back to that. Yeah, anywhere over them, which means like at any height, I'm pretty sure, or at least like anything that's like basically you can pass through them in midair and you will be affected by the wall gravity. Case in point there for the observant viewers. I don't even remember where I haven't killed Boost anymore. Wait. Why is there a Boo down there? Am I missing something? Oh my goodness, this is the worst 4-1 to date. 8% is just no B-sides here. I suppose what? There's... Oh, I suppose that's the Boo we're skipping, because there are 6 of them and you only need 5.
Yeah, there's 6.
Yeah, so you just get one of the convenient ones at the bottom and not the other one. I'm gonna wait for Big Boo on this platform, which is usually not the case, but first off, there's a fire splitter there. And second, this level today.
Yeah, better play it safe.
Single-handedly lost 5 minutes to this level, which is, yeah, the risks of the profession, which I'm in stars for. And now... I will just kill myself. Because that's how I feel. It's also because it's kind of fast to get to the middle and go to further shore. I'm pretty sure Andrew has a different overload here, but I'm, like, trying to be smart enough with going between the platforms and then dying to minimize the movement. Welcome to whatever the name was, Stardust Rave. Yeah, because I was about to mix it up with Starlight Disco. And I lost 0 time at the beginning because the cycles are bad if you want to go fast at the beginning.
I mean, you know, Starlight Disco is the name of the original course this is based on.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, without also being based on a little bit of Slide 64 Rainbow Road.
Of course. By the Trickster, decided we're going to have some more fun with the rainbow slides.
Rainbows and, of course, B-blocks. Can't forget that.
Yeah, I mentioned Psychos. This level really means Psychos. I hope you're ready.
Yeah. A little bit of waiting. By a little bit.
We mean 8 seconds.
You know.
Oh my, yeah, I'm trying to get too much like leverage and then paying for it. Safety, I was gonna say Womp, man. Safety pokey and... Yes, not. Oh my, this really turns into like a safari at this point of the run. Oh, like we're just taking a tour through the levels and... I'm trying to not suck, but honestly that's the show in itself. Which is fitting because, yeah, that's the theme of the level also. Huh? Actually, wait, I have 4 minutes to save here because I've stuck that much in my PV. But at this pace, I will not be saving them. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. So yeah, this is like, if you play the Shining Stars Painted level, you'll notice this is quite upscaled and... I would say that might be about the only change, but that's probably not true. Like, the layout is probably sufficiently different.
The only notable change.
Notable change, yeah. Yeah, funny how you cannot avoid scale as a change, because it's like, kinda in your face. Like, there's a direct joke to be made there about the level being, you know, big and or fat, but yeah.
You can probably blame Star of Endredon for that.
Was it the first one to, like, do this?
The first one to kinda like upscale levels for kinda no reason, yeah.
Ah. Oh, damn it, bro, dude.
Except for 7, that one was downscaled, I don't know why, but...
He decided that too much is too much. Okay, blue coin section, again, blue coins themselves are, you know, possibly a doozy. But in the thing itself you're safe because the coins do refill your health as usual, which is also why I will take this then, actually it's to be faster. And now I have to play really safely and I'll be fine. Like triple jump dives instead of double jump kicks, because that way you just cannot fail getting to the next platform, right?
Yeah.
And now, a fan favorite, straight from radio, whatever the hell it's called. I'm not even keeping track of the war. Starlight 102.7. It's Disco.
So yeah, he's back. He's angry.
And that's about the most I can say about it. I mean, of course, there's Fire Spitter spam and some snobbits, but like, that's the usual.
And he's dead.
Yeah. This could more like Dead Rock. Yeah. Alright. Alright, and if it wasn't for that text box, that was gonna be a gold star like Disco. Actually, it still is. Nice.
Dang.
Wasn't the best, but hey, the best I've ever done, huh? So yeah, with that said, 49 stars, overall 5. We're in the Twilight Zone. Well, to be honest, not really because of the post game that we've kind of spoiled a few times, but for the purposes of, hey, things are about to reach their, like, peak. Yeah, this is it. And by peak, we mean Moonstruck Blossom. Moonstruck Madness, but yeah, the song, you get it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously based on the Shanksters 3 level of, I believe, I don't remember if it's the exact same name, but I feel like it is.
Moonstruck, might have been Moonstruck Village specifically.
Probably.
Either or.
But yeah,
Okay,
it's much less of a village now.
yeah, and welcome back to the low gravity pads. Very fun devices when you have to use them in this way, because this time they're actually tight. But that means is that I need to be mindful of where I'm positioned at any given moment in order to maximally use the low gravity. Because again, low gravity stops working if you don't stand over the pads. And you really need it to make those jumps with like the extra height slash lower gravity. And also the flowers have like their collision is the same as the visuals, no simplifications of the shape, which means that each single sliver of like missing out in between the petals, you can fall off through that.
So yeah, of course, being an endgame level, the blue coin switch here is one of the easiest in the game.
Yeah. In fact, it's so easy that I decided to be Team Blue Coin Switch and like learn how to do this path and not do intended, which is probably a dumb idea, but I'm, you know, sticking with my bad choices, of course. Another wag for the road. Still better than during the FM run. Why? I have no idea. There's these platforms which I don't quite remember, but it's probably gonna turn out they're not original anyway. Like the blue ones. Yeah, okay, nobody's kinda right. I am being reckless with the... You know, okay, and I just remembered I missed a red coin again. In the same way as the FM run, but at least now I know where it is.
Oh, at least that's good.
Yeah, that's like the red coin right after coming to this main section of the level. Speaking of main sections, it's time for the Encore performance, which is this section straight from Shining Stars 3? Or, oh wait, Wonder Painted? Am I even, like... My brain is not working anymore. Yeah, it is Shining Stars 3, Jesus!
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the same thing but mirrored.
Yep. And you know, it's slightly better collision this time.
It's like... I'm just gonna redo that. Playing it really safe, because otherwise I can lose 5 minutes, you know? don't want that
Yeah,
to
we
happen.
already did that once.
Oh wait, did I? Yeah, my head is being fuzzy right now about that. Yeah, I don't remember even doing Pitch Black Coke. Maybe I need to return to the level, you know?
I think we've seen that level enough.
Yeah. But the meme is not worth it. So now, that red coat. Now we can probably get back to business. I suppose I'll go for the intended because this one is kind of showcasing everything, the good and the bad, and the ugly. The ugly usually being related to me. Oh god, these platforms. I remember now. Yeah, it's kind of... I don't think I've ever done these platforms without ledge grabbing. Which is pretty dangerous because, as you saw there, they spin. Which of course means there's unpleasant angles for ledge grabbing. Which kind of makes this like... I don't know if it's luck based, but it's at minimum time based. For stuff that you don't really see all the time, because the platforms are high in the air. And now, that was Overworld 5, thanks for watching. Next up, the final boss level.
Yep, there's only one main level in Overworld 5.
And thank god, because like Overworld 5, you don't really see this anywhere. And also this next level. Probably the longest level in the game.
Yep, Sanctuary Space Alpha. Based on, you guessed it, Sanctuary Space from Shining Stars 3.
Yeah, it's back with a vengeance. I will highlight vengeance. So it's like a 5-minute level to play without really screwing up anywhere, because again, beatbox.
Yep.
That's a nice ground pound. Yeah, beatbox, there's these platforms, so technically yes, you can screw up and you will still respawn, but also there's like a million different areas to this level, and that's why also you obtain like 5 stars here. And yeah, and at the end of that is a grueling final boss. Why did I double jump dive there? I don't know, but it works. You ever just sometimes don't really know your distances and don't know where you're going to land after you do the jump because of like perspective or textures not really allowing you to make a good call. Like the entirely black sides of the platforms here. I cannot guess if I'm close to ledge grabbing a platform or to walking. Wing cap for the road. That's probably just here as a wing cap check, because like there's no other way to go through this section, but also there's nothing in this section you fly in a straight line.
Yeah.
And after that, more of this. I think I have to abort mission here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you don't rush this section because the electrical 4 is no joke. So much that I will grab the 1-up, which usually doesn't happen.
It is kind of very easy to get stun locked on one of these if you're not careful.
Yep. I'm too eager to finish the level, but you need a shell for that part.
Yep.
And also our mandatory blue coin switch star. Now with that out of the way, we can actually use the shell to progress with the level. Because yeah, it's still not over, we've seen like multiple sections, some references to this game. This specific section is reference to the original Sanctuary of Space. Because there's also like a puzzle where you watch the lit up tiles on the ground to know where the safe ground is. I think the deadly ground there in this level is lava, and in the one in Shining Stars 3 it might actually be quicksand. Not sure, but yeah, best not to touch it. That's always the best thing.
Yeah.
And now this! Finally we are having fun! Because low gravity is back, and you can just like completely goof with the walls of this section instead of using the platforms.
It's kind of very easy to miss the wall kick here because the scrolling texture.
Yeah, honestly, if you can pick your camera so that you look behind the level, like cheat with the parallel walk it your camera away, it's easier. Okay, so yeah, 4 stars since we started the level, and it's still not over yet, because here's boss time, but not final boss. We have a random King Bobo for some reason. I guess I just, like, forgot to add King Bobo and then, like, remembered, but, like, it's too late at this point of the game, so boom, intermediate final boss.
I think he's supposed to be the King Bomb from Shang-Tsung's one repainted, but you know, I forgot to apply the texture to King Bomb and never did for some reason.
Yeah, kinda weird. But oh well. It is fine because we get another star for our effort. And I mean, this is, the Bobo fight itself is not really worth the star. But given how long the level is, I'm absolutely fine getting 5 stars for it.
So you didn't have enough slides. Here's an encore.
Yeah, I've blocked this slide from my memory, but now it's back and I have to deal with it. So I will do intended, even though it's also possible to like jump on the cheese lava planets. That's like in the middle, like the giant yellow thing on the left of my screen right there. Ooh. Bruh. Okay, that's gonna be bad. Yep. So, you liked when I fell in 4-4 and lost like 5 seconds per fall? Well, this one is 10.
Yep.
And of course, side level, so no checkpoints.
I believe this is quite literally just ripped straight from Slide 64, by the way. Like, I don't even think there's any changes.
Is it upscaled, or was it that bad in the original?
No, it was this bad.
Awesome. Fucking awesome.
Well, okay. Maybe minus the wall kicks at the beginning, but yeah. The rest is pretty much
Yeah, like,
one for one.
To be honest, the wall kicks are the main part of that question, because, well, as you can see. Like, either you get the first hit here, or you need to take it really wall kicky.
Everybody knows wall kicks makes everything harder.
Yeah, of course, just add a million of them, and also make the walls very far apart, and firsties, and Treasure World Dream Edition, and... No. That's before the part that I'm usually failing. Classic. Soon, TM. I mean, I do have like 3 more minutes to lose here compared to PB. I'm also supposed to be saving those because I'm like 9 minutes behind, but... Yeah. Chill. I absolutely do not know this level. I don't want to know this level. Yeah, like the game is good, and then there's like 3 areas in game that I vehemently refuse to deal with properly. I'm waiting till the last possible moment to jump there because you need all the momentum for the wall kicks. You see it already. Why am I even explaining it? It's just have to justify my failures. Oh yeah, for reporting issues to Agua, DM him on Discord. Hopefully in the good times of the day so that you don't annoy him.
I do have one complaint to write. Can we replace this runner with someone better? The run's kind of slow. And I don't know, I expected something else at a speedrun marathon.
Nah, it's I'm pretty sure it's SSRM marathon, not speedrun marathon.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry to say.
Alright, so...
Yeah, no!
Not alright. Not alright.
It doesn't want to end. It's gonna be worse, my baby. How is that even possible? Yeah, do you like slides? Then play Slide 64. Are you watching this run and do you think you can do better than me at slides? I dare you to try. But actually don't, because it's gonna be miserable. For you, not for me. wow. A lag spike and a wall jump that if I didn't kick there I would have been toasted. So yeah, shoutouts for this specific like part of the platform being flat ground, because if not for that, it would be so over. And also, yeah, there's a star in the
Alright,
end.
so now...
I saved 20 seconds! Oh goodness!
Yay.
And now...
The final battle.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In quotation marks.
Well, as far as, you know, all the war stuff is concerned, basically, yeah. Because the other final battle doesn't really have much fanfare. In fact, that text box is exactly 7 text boxes long, or 7 pages, I guess.
7 trademark.
Yeah, that's the meme. I think it's the other way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Womp also has 7 PM HP / hits, of course. You just need to circle around this level with the beatbox and, yeah, do the deed.
I do remember this used to be a bottomless pit instead of lava. Which, you know, that meant you had to redo the fight every time you fell. Like from the beginning.
Yeah, like, why even have HP at that point? Like, you're not gonna get hit by the Womp here. Like, in the buffed fight, let's spell the chase. You might get hit by stuff, but even then, like, usually that's not your biggest concern. Your biggest concern is falling. Okay, so if I have learned how to count from 1 to 7, this is hit number 6. And yeah. So I was trying to be fast there, but I didn't know in what exact way I would try to be fast, so... As usual, I did something in the middle between 2 possibilities, and usually when you do that, you just fail. So yeah, he decides. But yeah, so this is the final star, question mark? Actually no, it isn't, it's a throw star. You're supposed to take the warp. Because... the time machine. Escape sequence of the game.
Yep.
Like, Womp's time machine is now exploding after beating the Womp, and yeah, it's time to get the heck out of here, but not before getting 10 secrets.
Yep. Well, you know, I'm not really one for comparisons, but if I'm gonna be honest, this escape sequence is rather underwhelming compared to the Shining Stars 3 one, but you know.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I can kind of see why people keep saying that. On the other hand, nah, I'm fine.
I mean, granted, this one is a little better on a gameplay perspective. The original, the escape sequence from Shining Stars 3 is not really all that great to play, but you know, it was cinema.
Yeah, basically. Shoutouts to a Cat in Time Death Wish, and also a fun fact while we are here. Which hopefully the danger is... Oh goodness, that gave me a heart attack. Hopefully the danger is over now though. So basically, me being myself, I found a way to soft walk in this level. If you do that, that's a 7-minute time loss, because to access this level, you need to go through the entire overworld, well, all 5 of them. You need to go through 5-dash boss entirely, and you need to beat the Star Womp. All the stuff you just saw in the last, I don't even know how many minutes with the slide that I was doing for a while. And you need to start to progress to the rest of the bonus stuff in the game. Yeah, this is a text box for... Yeah. Text box for having all the stars and any percent, and now we just take this warp and we get out of here, because the grand area is not for us, this one is not over. We have reached the B-sides. Oh, well, in a little bit. And a little gripe I have for this part is, when we get there, it's gonna be a sub-area of the garden that we were in previously. But it has nothing to do with the garden, you actually have to go through all the overworlds and take new warps in Course 5. Which, given okay, like, new locations, new warps, fair enough, but at the same time, why reuse the garden then?
I think it was just the garden probably existed for the B-sides, and then Pi decided to, you know, make a level.
Yeah, and apparently there was something to be done with rabbits previously, so maybe there was also a Galaxy influence there, but apparently rabbits are a bitch to get working in the game, which, yes, I agree with that.
Perchance.
I know a little bit per chance.
So welcome to the B-sides.
But first, welcome to Aquarius Figure! Again! What's new? Well,
this time it's even more electrifying.
Yeah, that's about it. That's basically the only change for this boss fight. Like, yeah, it's harder, man, but it's still Wiggler, he still has a car, he still doesn't care. It's also the same text boxes because it's like a reused object, basically.
And granted, I'd rather take this than an actual 2D section based on Winter Workshop.
Yeah, true. Because don't worry about the 2D sections, they are coming. I'm doing this in the worst way possible.
Wow.
Yep. Should have stood in the middle, you know, there's some counterintuitive for the human mind stuff that people need to do sometimes, especially in gaming. And some of this stuff is like, stay... okay, I guess now that I'm about to say it that way, it's not that counterintuitive, but yeah, basically stay in the eye of the storm to be the safest. Which
yeah, middle is safest. Because, you know, the boulders aren't really, you know, hard to avoid.
Yeah. I mean... yeah,
like, stay on the middle platform, but stay, like, on the side of the middle platform, and you should just avoid every single one.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening in the middle, but I was already in the middle, so, like, I was already cycled with the electrocution spitter. That's a to be continued moment, but at least I have 7 HP. Yeah, man, okay, I can die. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Bro, apparently I didn't do a slip. So yeah, anyway, welcome to B-sides. This time for real, because B-sides in Super Mario 64 roll hacks usually mean a 2D section with beatbox. Shoutouts to Pine Bro Dude for branding the genre. Why does it need to be like that? No fucking idea. Yeah, man. I just tried to go, like, fast, and I shouldn't. So yeah, there's a very minor skip here. Because, like, you get a little bit faster to this next block, but you're not even in cycle for it, so you need to wait anyway. So this saves, if even, a couple of seconds. Here I will also wait because it's possible to make a very big jumps and skip completely over these rim blocks, but with my gameplay, this is not recommended. There's no 5.5 boss rush is back. Well, yes and no. Like, Aquarius Figure is back, but... I mean, we're gonna have a boss rush later, and by the time I get there, I'll be like, thank god the B-sides are basically over. So,
but yeah, speaking of B-sides,
to
then Celeste, and Celeste means these little jump crystals.
Thank god I have 4 HP, so I need to redo the entire level now. Missing a jump? Hell!
Yeah, coins are a blessing in the the B-sides.
Yeah. If you have the HP to afford them. HP is a resource after all.
Yeah.
As we have seen this entire run. Man, if I could just grab the vine from like that one slide up there, that would be amazing.
That was a really weird ledge grab.
Yeah, surely leaving gaps in your platforms would not give any problems. I think I need to like turn the camera at this point. I'm fucking losing it. Okay, first B-side done. Just like 15 to go.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, second B-side. So do you remember how in the first one there was a little bit of a cycle at the beginning of the level? I decided to double down for this one. Now there's 2 cycles to wait. Absolute cinema. Now, this ramp is kind of in the way. There's 2 ways to deal with that. Either a really wall double jump, or just do that. Wait. I need to triple jump here. Yeah. Now, this ramp is kind of in the way. Don't go below it. You just can't. Like, you will get hit, and it's a bad mess up of your mojo.
So fun fact, you used to be able to soft lock in this little section here.
Also,
That wasn't very good. Basically, these platforms used to be a little lower, and just enough that you would get stuck sliding under it, but not really like being able to, you know, slide down all the way. You would just get stuck on the platform, effectively soft-locking you.
yeah. Also, fun fact, my boots are blue now because of getting a dash crystal, but I have already stepped on ground like 17 times, so my extra jump for me there is not preserved. So that's a little bit of a discrepancy that throws people off sometimes. It even stays between levels, holy. So, welcome to 3-1 B-side. This one is just, you ride a shell. If you don't do anything stupid, this is just a breather section. Because the next
also hit
one...
the invisible wall.
yeah, I might have just like deadass hit it every single time at this point. I mean, what could you do to avoid an invisible wall in a 2D level?
So yeah, this is based on, I don't know.
Yeah, at this point it might be fucking based on SSRM 3.9.
I think this is based on this level's other counterpart from Shining Source 2, because you know.
Right.
Shining
Wait, I did tell us about that. I just forgot. And yeah, like that's basically it, right?
Yeah.
Because the OG 3-1, it's a spring level, but it's actually the desert level second area, I suppose, and this is the desert level original thing?
Yeah.
Kaiser turn your own. Really? Interesting.
Because you know, Shining Source 2 did something cool. It reused half of its levels
Okay.
in the same level. So you like slides, right? How about a 2D slide? That's very bad.
Do you want to hear my opinion on that? No, you don't. No, you don't.
I think we've heard enough already.
Yep. And for that reason, please send your prayers in the chat, guys. Like, all bets are off with this. Because again, a reminder, that's a lag spike, but no, that's not the reminder, but good that it visited. Reminder, this is a slide level, and slide terrain means no checkpoints. And also, these walls are upscaled, if you haven't paid attention.
Yep.
Because, you know, obviously the most fun thing to do in a slide level is wall kicks. Yeah, now this crystal we kind of just wait a little bit if we want to do it intended with it. Let's try that again. So I'm just gonna wait here for a second. Now when the crystal appears I can use it this way, like facing to the left. So, how's the weather, King Toad?
It's pretty sunny out today.
Nice, nice. Okay, now I wait. I could not be forced to, like, go there fast even for money at this point. Oh
Wow,
my...
okay.
That genuinely raised my heart rate by, like, 50. This level wants me dead, man.
Right.
Not today. Not today. Is it more hot or more hot? Good question. For me, it's moderately hot, actually, and that means like 30-something degrees, but at least not close to 40. I will
I
do
don't
the
think
levels
you did
in
the
order.
last.
Yeah, okay, whatever, we're doing this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of B-sides, you can mix and match here freely. Because it's, you know, it's post-game, so gonna be difficult.
You can do the B-sides in any order, you know. If you don't jive with one, you can just go to another.
Yeah, if you want to finish 100%, of course you eventually have to do all of them, but in the meantime, yeah, pick your battles. Because battles there are.
Which means likely leave 1-3 B-side for, like, last or something, I don't know.
Whenever it happens, honestly. At this point I have to say, 1-3 is supposed to be the difficult one. It absolutely is, but also 1-2 has been kicking my ass relatively the same amount.
1-3 was pretty hard, yeah.
Yeah, mainly because we'll come back to another funny thingy which I haven't mentioned in 5 seconds since the slide level. Playing kinda blind like this is not recommended, by the way, it's absolutely recommended. Place the camera forward relative to where you're going. There's this platform.
For the record, there used to be fire spitters on those platforms. It's very annoying.
Oh damn, like you need to fight for your wife in every single
Yeah.
platform thingy, yeah. I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, to finish the outer ring I was also supposed to play this. And yeah, Autonomous End is back. Sadly it doesn't have the awesome Unisys music, so like it's not my favorite anymore. It's still pretty fine, except for the top of the level. We'll get there.
And you know, it uses this Origami King song again.
Yeah, I have a hunch that I likes Paper Mario. How about you?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, I did the proper stuff there. I've been like messing it up a lot in the last days, but I'm back to my, you know, usual cycles with that specific fire splitter. Touch this platform so you have save ground in case of failure, and touch that one flower so you have the other one in case of failure. Why is that relevant? Well, here comes. Okay, jump number 1. And I got lagged there. I can't, man. I can't. Why? Like, uh-oh, the game has hiccups. See, that's why I kept the one platform here, because both of them fall, so they are not safe ground, and for some reason they don't respawn.
Yeah, these are the same kind of platform that used to populate Sky High Precipice.
Okay, that was really low. That was scarily low. Wait, that was the last jump of the level already. Yeah, I forgot there's the 2 jumps with whatever. Jesus. Okay, now I can finally split. I'm only 5 minutes behind, which means I got it somewhere. I think it was in the, like, the slide. Okay, is this 1-3 because I want to take on that next Stormy Sky Garden?
That's
yes.
the one you've done already.
Oh, fine. kind of scared where exit course will put me, so here's a death real quick. I mean, it's not the first time today, so you're used to it already. Now we need to go, like, this way, I think. If it's not this way, I'm just taking whatever level this is, but it should be 1-3, yep. Welcome! So, with all my deaths so far in the B-sides, you wouldn't have had the time to notice, but the average time for a level in this... yeah, I'm done with that. I'm fucking done with that. The average time for a level in B-sides is like a minute to a minute 15. This level is 2 minutes even when you don't mess up.
This is a long one, yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I decided to crank up the difficulty on this one specifically and like make it 3.9 as difficulty.
I mean, granted, it is based on the Star Temple, so
I don't
thematically it kind of makes
the level
sense.
is 1-3
But...
in this game.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I think this is safe to do, yeah. I'm basically not doing anything stupid anymore, except for that part, apparently. That's a ledge trap, Jesus! And, yeah, at this point the game owes me one, so good thing it, like, paid off.
That's sick.
And that's a not ledge grab, which is awesome, because again, spinning platforms and ledge grabs, bad idea. That was pretty scuffed. Okay, if it works, it works. Uh-oh.
That doesn't.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the way back here. It's brutal.
At least this level is not side terrain, so there is safe ground in general. Yeah, that's what I mean about spinning platforms and ledge grabs.
And it's at least nice enough to give you a heart.
Yeah, at this point that's like necessary.
Yeah.
I guess I could have just done wall kicks instead of trying for ledge grabs. I should stop doing things that I'm not used to doing.
So I'd like to mention that here, there used to be a vine that would kind of like block you, so you had to do that jump a very specific, like, precise way.
A vine that would block you? What the?
Like, it was supposed to be from the background, but it extended the actual, like, the level. There also used to be, like, a lot more enemies.
Oh.
There used to be a thwomp, especially at the beginning of the level, that would be kind of very awful. Because it would kind of be based on RNG, and you would have to wait for a beat block. Hmm?
Is that on Beta or Public?
It might have been a 1.0, I don't remember for sure.
By the way, at Andrew SM64, this platform is safe ground, you should have taken it. He knows why. Yeah, I don't know why you assumed otherwise. The level is not side terrain, so flat ground is safe ground.
Unfortunately, that guy still exists.
And yeah, now I'm going to showcase that platform because... yeah... Works for me.
I think you get some health after this warp.
Nah, not immediately, but also it's almost the end of the level. It's 1-3, of course we don't get health. You get the fire spitter. Holy shit, that fire spitter took so long. And you get a 12, by the way.
Okay, no health, but...
yeah, but it's mostly course clear.
Made it out alive.
Yeah. That's 1-3 B-side. Wow. What a level.
So I would...
Why am I... I love this level, guys. It's like, you know, guilty pleasure and shit. Alright, alright. But, for real.
I would say smooth sailing from here, but, you know...
This is 1-2. Then maybe
this is still 1-2.
Yeah. But the problem with this level is that it has lava at the bottom. That means that if you fall to the bottom of the level, you don't trigger the safe respawning kind of stuff. Which means you actually lose all your progress in much of the same fashion as the side level. Okay, some pristine dodging there though. I think there's like an insane skip which involves like the first set of wall kicks in the level, but it doesn't save that much time, and yeah, the setup makes it like, wow. I'm just gonna play the level normally, because even that's not gonna be enough, because every time I stop playing badly, I get a luck hiccup. Basically from here with a triple jump, you can get straight up to the next block, but you also kind of have to count the level cycle so you catch the block, because if it's not there, of course, you're not going anywhere. Except down.
And down is bad, we don't want to go down. See, that's what happens when you go down.
And also we didn't pay our due credits to GMD, I suppose, for the Diddy Kong Racing track.
Oh yeah. Hot Top Volcano.
Yeah, by the way, because it's B-sides, another trope of those is that they use like the name of the music as the name of the level, or in this case star.
Yeah.
And that's also from Celeste. Which, at this point, I have to say, sure, it's kind of endearing. And in Celeste it made a whole lot of sense, and it's very good when it was done there for the first time. Here... yeah, it goes old eventually.
I can't wait for the hack that... can't wait for the hack that does B-sides that has a star called the song that might play when you fight Sans.
Or, you know, the one from Pizza Tower that is in the playlist, don't preheat your oven, because if you do the song might not play.
Yeah. What's other... I'm trying to think of other, like, bad song names.
I think that's the biggest culprit. If I think of something else I will tell you, but right now, yeah. Won't keep funny stuff. And all of that so far, by the way, was nothing compared to this jump. Like, you need peak apex on each single one of these jumps. Triple jump, wall jump, second, you know, jump in midair with the crystal, another wall jump, in order to hit the wall on the left. Because, like, it's so pulled up, it's like more pulled than pulled pork in a duel. Alright. Oh wow, I did it. Only like 5 minutes behind, so this run could finish on like the FM run, but also don't count on it. I mean, to be honest, there's like... yeah, we're almost out of the woods. Speaking of woods, Enchanted Wood, and I don't know why that's called that, probably the track got replaced, because this is freaking Forest Interlude.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, it doesn't have alternative names. Okay, now, this section. How about, like, for 1-1 level, you have this section where if you don't leave the wall kicks immediately the way I did, you will fail. Like, you could see how tight that was. 1-1.
The World 1 B-sides in general are some of the hardest.
Yeah, like, you would think it's not the case, but to be honest, Pi gets an excuse here, if only because the B-sides are not from all levels in the game. He planned to do that and planned to have 80 stars total, but he couldn't for ROM limitation reasons. It would explode if it got any more stuffed than this game already is. And thank God for that. Because every adventure has to end eventually. Yeah, I'm not even sure which one is the next, like, B-side level thingy versus Star Womp Alpha. Yeah, we're supposed to be here. So yeah, final boss fight, round 2, and it's not even the final star in the game. That was so much lag. I guess the level is giving me a warning. Play it safe or else. Nah, reset. What was that? But yeah, this is like the hardest remaining star. The other ones are... I don't remember, I think they're... No, they're not all boss fights, there's 4-1.
The 4-1 is the easiest one though.
Yeah, basically. And the other ones are also easy, no worries about that. But yeah, I hope you took your beatbox exam because this is the final check of that. Same text box as earlier, same 7 HP. However, one more attack this time on top of the tombs. You have to like side flip to go in midair and avoid the Womp doing those shockwaves because otherwise you'll be taking damage at the same pace as him and that's kind of, you know, not stonks.
I mean, considering you don't fall on the lava once, that would still live, though obviously.
Yeah, but that's
you know,
considering.
Probably don't do that for obvious reasons.
And also when this happens. Then again, if I was not in midair there, it probably wouldn't have happened. I'm just like freaking waiting all those cycles because if I mess up once, that could be easy 1 wall bounce, 2, 3, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I passed this and then I still need to wait for the next one. Womp. Uh-oh. But luckily, I was generous enough to give a 1-up in the middle of the level.
Yep.
So I can make use of that because that's already 4 hits, so that's like half the fight for half the HP, you could say. Oh, wait. Guess I have no urgent business in the middle of the level? No, it's fine. Like, there's definitely a way to speed through this. But I've learned, after watching others run and then trying it myself, you just don't. Like, the risk is not fucking worth it. Like, as a single star of the boss fight, sure, go for it. But, like, this late into a 100% run of this game, it's a little bit too difficult.
I was almost too early there.
Yeah, but I was confident. So of course it worked because of that. So yeah, here's a star. This is not gonna be a star again because same boss fight, same throw star. However, this time we get this intermittent section which still gives us a star anyway. Because like, that's the only thing you can collect at this point of the game. Now that's the hard part out of the way, it's almost victory lap time. Like, it's still bosses, but like, consider this one for example. Remember the 2D Bob-omb and how it was kind of easy? How about it turns into 3D for the B-side? With an enemy spam again.
Even easier now.
Yeah, with an enemy spam, but also recovery hard. If I can press the B button.
At the top floor, B-sides are pretty much just boss rush.
Yeah, we are
and 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1 is just, you know, funny with low gravity again. And this is one of my, of course, worst playthroughs of this Bob-omb, and again, no problems too.
There's means you can take the hidden die. Or do that.
Yeah, whatever. Is that the same level?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoutouts to camera angles. Even with parallel rocket you sometimes you miss. You win some, you lose some. There's also invisible walls around here, but yeah, further from the break from the boss rush because yeah, we really needed to see this section.
So now the entire level is low gravity instead of just the pads.
And the entire level is still pitch black, so Yeah, deal with that. Probably should have side flipped there. Big heal. Is side flip barely not enough to get on the upper platform, I suppose?
Doesn't quite reach, yeah.
I left part of the level, so I need to drop back here. Okay.
Yeah, funny thing about long jumps, you kind of get no height off of them.
Yeah, historically long jumps are weird in Mario 64 because I think that it was Agapos tried to implement the low gravity gimmick somewhere, AMA probably. Like at first long jumps didn't work, and by the time I tested they did work, but apparently it's like an entirely different like method of implementing low gravity for them than actually, yeah, than for every other jump. Not looking good estimate yet again. Yeah, I failed estimate already, that's true. But this time I will finish the run. Because we're almost there. Here's to this boss fight, which is the exact same as the regular boss fight. Welcome to
Yeah, no,
B-sides.
this was just absolutely the exact same.
Yeah, we had harder, we had easier, and now we have the exact same. I maybe run a little bit out of ideas here. So yeah,
It's
we're
just
not...
the music is different.
We have one really easy boss fight to go, and then the credits. This is absolutely finishing. Which way do we go though? Yeah.
And it's technically like this, Bowser becomes the final boss of the run.
Yeah.
Technically.
And this is such a final boss that it's only Bowser.
Yeah.
I probably
mean,
shouldn't have
granted.
rated Spitfire, but it'll be fine.
Granted, you can play the B-sides in any order. If you wanted to, you can make Aquarius Sprinkler the final boss.
Imagine that. Shout out to keyboard cheating.
You know, if you're a big fan of the car craze Caterpillar.
Fun fact, you don't need to like listen to that bozo.
Yeah, you don't need the key.
Do you even get the key there?
You do get a key, yeah, but it's useless because you know there's no other key door requirement.
Right. It's probably not even a different key. Like, it should be.
No, it's
one of
not
the redundant
different.
ones. Okay, and now I would just say I really hold the last split dear to my heart, and I knew I would even before like actually getting to put it on the splits. Because the last split is called Thanks for Playing. The game is over, we just walk through, you know, down memory lane with Shining Stars now.
It's the victory lap.
Yeah, and I'm so glad Pi added one. It's,
That is
that's
5-1.
Yeah, even longer victory lap. Need to go. This overworld is a bit confusing. So with that, I have officially lost time on credits. Is it that? No, it's not that one, it's the other one, of course. For some reason it's styled like a B-side block. Okay, now this time with more feeling. One last lag spike for the road. And yeah, credits. Not time yet, because we still need to walk through the areas. Sorry if that was confusing, but... Yeah, so this is the final room of the
we
game.
kinda
Final room
go
of
in
Shining Star
reverse
series.
order of the games.
Now Shining Stars 3. Wow, the lags are really trying hard there. They want to participate in the run. Shining Stars 2 repainted! Never
I mean,
happening, but at
never-
least we get this. And finally... Turn number 72. Time will be... I think it's after the text box after I go into the ship now.
Yeah, it's a blast
Yeah.
impact situation. Except way less egregious.
Shoutouts to beta testers, including Kickboat and SM64 time.
Yeah.
Amazing game, amazing series. Especially the modern ROM hacks. I hotly recommend playing it and like do better than me, please. But yeah, GG's.
GG's.
The end. Thanks for playing. We can suppose go to the next room with what was the next room?
Stars
yeah.
1.5 by Andrew and Mui.
Yeah, Redom 2.2, 66-star race. That will be epic. And to believe that this was an unscheduled block previously. Well, let's see it. See you guys. That
Hell
was my
yeah.
last run this marathon.